what were you known as when you used to sing the music before?
Well, at that time, when we started singing gospel music, we used to call ourselves Kirangari Family Choir.
You guys are the reason behind that song that is very, very famous up to today, that you sang very long time ago.
Yeah.
It is called Deratiri Goro. Do you want to sing a little bit, just one stanza about Deratiri Goro so people can know what song you're talking about? Hello everybody, jambo, habari yenyu. Karibu sana to my channel. My name is Sharon aka Baraka, and you are welcome to my channel. Today I have a very interesting topic. In fact, today I have some very special guests with me. I'm doing an official interview with very important people that I'm going to be bringing to the studio with me today, and you get to know them better, you get to know more about them. But before we do that, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that each time I upload a new video, you will be the first one to be notified. As we do that, let me bring you my very special guest in today's program. Like you can see, I have with me very special guest today with me. This is none other than my mom and my dad, Mr. and Mrs. Peter Korea. Come on, give it up for my mom and my dad. Hey. So guys, some of you may know my mom and my dad. Most of you may not know. So I have decided to bring them today in my channel so that we can ask them a few questions. So you get to know them better, you get to know what they do, and yeah, to endelea, and we get encouraged. So welcome, Mom and Dad, to Baraka Reality Media.
Thank you.
This is the first time I'm doing an official interview.
Oh yeah, thank you very much. We are very proud.
You're very welcome. I know we've done a few talks. We've been to the park. If you've been following my channel, we've been going for walks in the park around their neighborhood. So you've got to meet them, but you get to know more and more about them in today's program because they are very special. They do very special things here in Atlanta, Georgia, and that is what I want us to talk about. So my mom and my dad, their background is music. They sing, and they have been singing for a very long time, since I was a very young girl, in fact, a baby. So I want us to talk about your music journey.
Yes.
And tell us, when did you start singing? Before we get into the topic that I want us to talk about, I would like my mom and my dad to introduce themselves officially to you people so that you know what their names are, because I'm just saying it's mom and dad, but they do have a name. So I'm going to allow them to introduce themselves. Shall we start with you?
Ladies first.
Ladies
Ladies
first.
first.
Okay,
Yes.
start with mom.
Okay, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. My name is Rachel Korea, and I was born in Kikuyu, Kiabu district, and location is Nyadona. Officially, I'm from Gikoni village, that is called Cuba. I was educated there, and I grew up there with my siblings, and before we moved to the US. So it's a long journey, but because today we are talking about music, I will leave my introduction. I will stop my introduction there and give it to my husband.
But mom, you should have said you used to be a teacher. You know, some of the people that watch me, maybe you taught them.
Oh yeah, I have so many students. I was a teacher. I taught in a primary school. I also taught in a secondary school. So if you are watching this video and you are my students, please subscribe and like it. and I love you.
Thank you very much, Mom. Okay.
And my name is Peter Kuria Mongai. I was born in Kiambu district. And I grew there. That's where I was educated until we came here in America in 2003. That's when we came here. And do you need something else?
No, that should be it for now, Dad. I just want to apologize to you people. If you hear some background noise, it's because we've got other people in the house. So you can see we are doing this interview in the house. So please don't mind the background noise, but just know that you are all loved by my mom and my dad, and that is why they have agreed to come and do this interview with me. So we're going to get into your music. I know we will have a lot to talk about. So maybe, Dad, if you tell us, because I know you've been singing for a very long time, before I was even born.
Yeah.
When did you start singing?
I started singing a long time ago, way back, I think in 1977, 75 there. And at that time, I used to sing the, what do you call it?
Secular music.
Yeah, secular music.
Yeah.
And I recorded a song called Koni,
Yeah.
and I recorded another song called Wangari, my wife, Wangari modo wako ni ngwendete.
Can you sing a little bit about that song you sang for Mom? Can you remember it?
Gĩcagi gĩothe gĩa Gĩkũni, gĩcagi gĩothe gĩa Gĩkũni, gũtirĩ mũndũ toĩ, Wangari wakwa mwendwa, niĩ no ngwendete.
Wow. And let me tell you guys, Wangari Mwendwa is a song that has kept my mom and my dad together, because for me, as long as I remember, they have always been together. They have always loved each other. If you haven't watched a video we did in the park, go back on the videos below, watch that video. They were giving tips on how to sustain a marriage, because marriage do work. They've been married for a very long time, and they spoke about that. But in today's program, we want to concentrate purely on their music journey. You've heard my dad started singing way back in the 70s. And Dad, you still sing up to today. What has kept you going all those years?
Because it is something in me, in my heart.
Yeah.
And I like singing.
Yeah.
These days I sing in choir. We still record. We have a new album. And music is my passion.
Is in your blood, basically.
It's in my blood.
Wow. And
For a long
Mom.
time ago.
Yes.
Wow. And yeah, go on, Mom.
Okay, let me say that my music started long time ago when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
I used to love music. My mother was a good music singer. She used to be in a choir, and I used to listen to the Akorino people sing.
Yeah.
They were singing far away from our area, but I could listen to them, and their music inspired me a lot.
Wow.
So I used to hide myself and take our sufuria and a stick, and I could go to the farm and started singing along with them, although they were far away from me.
Yeah.
So my music, I became interested in singing. And then when I grew up, I joined a church choir, Kirangari church choir.
Is that where you met with Dad?
And know what? That church choir was taught by none other but my husband. He was the choir master.
Wow.
But that was not the time I met him.
Okay.
I met him earlier because that time we were already married when I joined the choir.
Wow.
But I've been singing, I've been teaching music in school, because when I was posted in a secondary school,
Yeah.
I taught music.
Yeah.
And I believe that my students can see me
Yeah.
teaching them music.
Yeah.
They were so good. They were so respectful. And I believe wherever they are as blessed as anybody else. Let me not forget that I also used to teach in a primary school, and I also taught music. I went for a diploma course for music, and that is how my music improved a lot, because I learned more than I had known before.
Wow. So you've actually done music as a career, as a course, and that is to improve your singing talent.
Actually, it was. It's not. Let me not say it was a career.
Okay.
Because normally I was a teacher.
Yeah.
But in school, when music was introduced, the government appointed some teachers who are interested in music, who are knowledgeable in music, and they put them in a college to have some more furthering their education for teaching music. So that is how my music started during those days.
Wow.
And I love it. My students were so good. They always remember me, and I am very proud of you guys.
Wow. So if you're there and you are taught by Mrs. Kuria music or whichever other subject, she is here with you guys. She still remembers you. She still says that she loves you very much. And you know what? You better remember that you were taught and you're where you are because you were taught by one of the best teachers here. Now, I want us to talk about a very famous song that you have sung. I know we are talking about music, but many people may not know that you guys are the reason behind that song that is very, very famous up to today, that you sang very long time ago.
Yeah.
It is called Deratiri Goro. Do you want to sing a little bit, just one stanza about Deratiri Goro so people can know what song you're talking about?
Deratiri Goro, mwathani wakwa, githimo mawega na mauru makwa, ndaguthaithoreke mawega maingĩhe, mwena waku ũritũhe wa caitani ũhũthe.
Come back after the break, guys, and we'll talk more about Deratiri Goro. What were you known as when you used to sing the music before?
Well, at that time, when we started singing gospel music, we used to call ourselves Kirangari Family Choir.
And this is the Kirangari Family Choir, guys. It used to be the three of us.
Yeah, we used to. I mean, it was us three, but we had to have a backup. We used to have some people who were helping us sing during that time, and mostly we were like 7 people.
Yeah.
Who used to help Kirangari Family Choir to make their music.
Yeah. That's very true.
Yeah.
Kirangari Family Choir, guys.
But these days we call ourselves the Couriers.
Great. The Couriers on YouTube. All right, welcome back, guys. Like you can see, my dad has already taken his guitar. Let me tell you the story of this guitar. I came here to visit. If you don't know, I am in Atlanta, Georgia. That is where my mom and my dad live. If you haven't watched my other videos, please go down below and watch how we've come to the US to visit my mom and dad. Anyway, when I came, I found this guitar here. I was so excited because from when I was a very little girl, my dad used to play this guitar and I used to watch him play this guitar. So he's picked it up and he's just going to sing a little bit about that song of Deratiri Goro. Then we're going to talk more about the song Deratiri Goro, how they used to record those days and their journey of music from that point. Dad, do you want to play a little bit, Deratiri Goro song?
Yeah, we sang this song way back in 1986 and up to date it is popular. And I can sing the way we sang on those days, because those days we used to play our own music, not like today. You go there and they put music. Those days we used to play the music for ourselves. Like the Tirigoro, I played it like this.
Na mathina nginya rĩ baba arĩa hothe ndagera Saitani arĩ oho ndoiga njũke harĩwe nĩguo nyone wega Saitani akanjĩra wega wĩna gwake ngaikara ndaganĩirie itarĩ harĩa ndĩ ndĩratirigũrũ mwathani wakwa gĩthimo mawega na maũru makwa ndagũthaitha mawega maingĩ mwena waku ũritũhe wa Saitani ũhũthe.
Wow, that song is in YouTube because you have done a re-record of that song. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Yes, that song we re-recorded it in 2019. That is 3 years ago.
Yeah. About 3 years ago, that song was re-recorded. It is on YouTube. What is your channel on YouTube? Where can people listen to your music?
It is on a music called The Curious. These days we call ourselves The Curious. If you just go with The Curious, it will be there. And if you go to Peter Kuria and Rachel Agari, it will still pop up.
Yeah, and if you go there and open our YouTube, you find our songs there. Please do subscribe and do like, and you'll be blessed as we are blessed too.
Okay, guys, so go to YouTube, run right now to YouTube, find the Curious or Peter and Rachel Kuria. You're going to find their music on YouTube. Please do not forget to subscribe whilst you're there. This is music that has come a long way, and you can see they're still singing. The voice is still as good as it was those many years ago, since the 70s, and they're still singing, they're still going strong. So please do not forget to subscribe to the Curious channel on YouTube, and there's more other music over there. So you've done other songs apart from the Ratirigoro, My Mom and Dad.
Yes, there was before we sang the Ratirigoro, there was another song that was the first one.
Okay.
What was it called?
The Israeli.
It was called Israeli, and it was also a song that was loved by very many people.
Yeah.
It used to be played in the media. That is, during those days,
Yeah.
we only had one radio station that was KBC. And KBC had a Kikuyu program, and that Kikuyu program, I think it went for like 45 minutes, and then it was gone. But our song, that song used to be played every day. Everybody who worked during that Kikuyu period, they used to play that song, and it was loved by people.
And I'm sure that song is still remembered. People who will listen to that song right now will remember it. So
Yes.
I would.
We also re-recorded that song too.
Did you re-recorded it?
Yeah.
Do you want to play a little bit of that
Yeah,
song?
yeah, I can do it.
Okay,
let's listen to that song.
Just one of us. Mwathani Ngai wa Isiraeli,
Tũiguĩre tha ithuĩ ciana ciaku,
tondũ matukũ nĩ mathirire magũtũra mũhuro wa riũa, nyamũ cioneki rĩu nĩ nyoneku, Siarathirwo ni anabii a tene.
Wow, 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 wow. So you guys, I'm bringing you memories. Maybe some of you will remember, some of you may not remember, but most of you will remember these songs. Old is ancient. These songs are still available in today's YouTube channel, in my mom's and my dad's YouTube channel, like they have said. And you can listen to many other songs that are on that YouTube channel. Do you know, I get really fascinated when I see parents that are of this age still standing strong, still looking young. You can see they look very young, but they say they started their singing journey in the 70s. How many of you started singing in the 70s and are still going? So these are the pioneers of music, and I'm encouraging you to support their channel so that those songs can be a blessing to you and to your generation, like they have been a blessing to my generation. Some of you may know I also do sing. I have a channel, it's called Sharon Baraka Official, and my singing journey was inspired by my own parents. So please do not take it for granted that I have brought this.
We say in Kikuyu that gima yumaga mutuine.
Yes.
Can you translate that?
Ugali comes from flour.
So it's like daughter,
like mother, like father.
Exactly.
So wow, you do very well. You do very well. You know what?
Thank you.
A lot of people ask, apart from now you singing your own music,
Yes.
you also participate in the choir.
Yes.
And
Oh,
you
yes.
used to you spoke about being in the choir a little bit, Mom, in Kirangari choir church.
Kirangari, ACK Kirangari Church.
Yeah, you used to be members of the choir.
Yeah, we used to be
I
members
have-
of the choir.
And I have come here and I have found you're still members of the choir here in America.
Oh yeah, singing will never stop.
Yeah.
It never stop. People, let me tell you, if you sing to God, God will give you strength. God will empower you. It doesn't matter how old you are. You will still continue singing. Because when I sang during those years, before we came to this place, we used to sing and do practice a lot. And that is what has kept us going. It's God who have kept us going. We sang in Kirangari ACK Church. We are also singing here KACC. And this church is led by none other but by our lovely Bishop Gigi Gitai.
What has kept you going all those years?
Yeah, so when we came here from Kenya, we had to look for a church to join, and we went to various churches, and at last we came to a church called KACC, Kenyan American Community Church,
Okay.
and we joined that church, and there was a choir in that church, so we joined the choir straight away. And because I was a choir master back home, I'm not the. I am a choir master in that church, but there is a person who is the leader of the church,
Okay.
and he is the director of music in that church. I do teach the choir in that church.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so we became members of that church choir, and we do practice Saturdays, and we like it.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
we have kept going because that gift is in us, and we are working on it. It is a talent that you are given by God. So we are working on our talent
Yeah.
until the last minute.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, wow. Do you know, people, if you know how I'm feeling right now, and I know most of you are also going to be very excited because some of you know my mom and my dad back in the days when they used to sing in the choir in Kenya, and here they are also singing, they're part of the choir. My dad is teaching music in the choir here, like he has said. My mom is part of the choir. All those years I have remained in the church. And that is very good that you have continued serving God for all that time.
Yeah.
Have you seen the benefit of serving God?
Oh yes, there is a lot of benefit. If I look back,
Yeah.
some people I used to stay with back home who are not Christian or who did not join the church. You cannot compare with us. There is a big difference.
Yeah.
There is, yeah. There's a benefit when you serve God, and there's also a difference when you serve people.
Yeah.
Because when you serve God, God reward you and reward you in a mighty way. He will never abandon you. If you serve God, He will never leave you. All you do, God is there.
That is very true. And you have taught me well. You have taught me to give. Most of you who follow me on my Facebook channel, you know that I am a giver. I give to charity. I stand with children because that is my passion. That is where my passion is, working with vulnerable children. And it is because mom and dad have taught me well, giving back to the community. That is how you get blessings. But also you guys, I'm also going to encourage you. In fact, I'm going to inspire you, since you're watching this channel. Honor and respect your parents. If you're there and you have parents, they're still alive, honor and respect them, because there is a blessing in honoring and respecting your parent. That is a commandment. It is the 5th commandment in the Bible, and the only commandment that comes with a promise. I have seen the benefit of honoring my parents, loving my parents, doing them well when they're alive, and I have seen all those blessings come on my way. That is why I call myself Sharon wa Baraka. Today is not about me. Today is about my mom and my dad. And I just want to talk a little bit about, you spoke about practice. I used to see you practice a lot on your music when I was a young girl. And because you have recorded Deratirigoro, that song, in 2019, so you have kind of re-recorded it. What is your experience of when you first recorded to when you recorded this current time in 2019? Is it the same?
No, there's a big difference. Because in the 70s, when we were recording our music, we used to go to a studio and we would sing. When one makes a mistake, or you are going to repeat the whole song, and sometimes you may not even be able to complete a whole album. Maybe you have planned to sing like 9 songs, but you end up singing like 4 songs because you are making mistakes. And the more you repeat, the more money you are going to pay, because you are paying hourly.
Wow.
The more, so the money keep accumulating, and then you say you're not going to sing all the songs. So you go home. And then you had people to pay, people who are playing guitar, the drums, the keyboard, and also the studio money. Today, it's quite different, because when we went to re-record and record new other songs, it was very easy. It was very easy. You sing, when you make a mistake, it doesn't. You are told it doesn't matter. We are going to delete. They use the word part. Delete that part. So they delete, and then you sing that line, just that line. So there's a big difference.
Wow.
And
what I can say, at that time, in our days, we used to sing good music, because you have to do the thorough practice of the song you are going to sing. Before you go to the studio, you had to prepare yourself. Take these people to your friends. The other people who sing.
The backup.
Yeah, the backup. They listen to the music. They give you ideas. Let us do this here. Let us go this way here. So when the time comes to go to the studio, you are already you are already prepared, very well prepared.
Yeah.
And also you take some people to studio with you, just to listen.
Backup.
No, not backup, to listen to what you are singing.
Okay.
So if you make a mistake, they will detect it from the other side, and they will tell you. So these days there is a big difference.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
And again, that difference is because during those days we used to sing several people, so that we have the bass, the tenor, the soprano, and the other one. So this time when we went to record, I sang soprano and I sang alto. He sang tenor
and I sang bass.
and he sang bass.
So you back yourself up.
We
Yes.
back ourselves up.
Yeah.
Though there was somebody else who came to back up, only one person or two. But we sang those voices, both of us. It was very easy.
Wow.
Yes.
So all of you who are upcoming artists, you have heard how music used to be recorded in the past. They would go to the studio, sing the whole song from the beginning to the end. If you make a mistake, you had to repeat the whole song from the beginning to the end, and money was counting itself. So that is not the case today, because I was there when you recorded your songs in 2019, and I saw, and I was also there. I saw when you were recording those songs way back when I was a kid. I used to come with you to the studio, yeah, so I exactly know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Now let us talk about the marketing. That's very interesting how you used to record. But how did you used to do the marketing of the songs those days?
You know, during those days we used to do the what do you call it?
Phonogram.
Yeah, phonogram music.
Yeah.
What is that? Oh. There was, I don't know how to record. It used to be a record player.
Yeah,
I don't know how
record player.
really to explain it, but it used to be a record, a round thing.
It looks like a flat.
Look like a flat plate. Is that how you used to do the marketing, the sales of the songs?
There was a company.
There was a factory.
in Australia where you could not record your music without something called rebel.
A label,
A
okay.
rebel, yeah. You had to have a rebel
Uh-huh.
in the factory.
Uh-huh.
It is where you be putting your music.
Uh-huh.
When you go to the studio,
Uh-huh.
they record it in a real player.
Mm-hmm.
Then you take that real tape, you take it to the factory.
Mm-hmm.
From there, then the factory make that record, and that record is the one you use to take the music shops.
Right.
And it was very good because in those days there were no piracy. No piracy. You go just get your record,
Yeah.
come and distribute them in the music shops,
Yeah.
and in a few in a few days,
Uh-huh.
you hear that song is played all over. You go to Mombasa, your music is there.
Yeah.
You go to Nakuru,
Yeah.
all over.
Yeah.
It was going that way.
What you're saying is that there were no CDs and there were no flash discs. You know, as we have come during the times of flash discs and CDs, you used to put your music in that record album, and then after that is what will be distributed into other shops, into the radio stations, stuff like that.
Yes,
Well-
there are no cassettes, no CDs,
No cassettes.
no cassettes.
Cassettes came after.
Yeah, cassette came after.
Yeah.
Wow.
In fact, cassette is the one that came to
overtake the record.
the records.
So the
And
Deratirigoro song was on that record.
Yeah, it was on the record.
Wow.
And again, when the cassette came,
We
that's
transferred.
when the piracy started.
Because we transferred the record
Yeah.
from the recording
Yeah.
to the cassette.
Wow.
So we were selling the cassette,
Yeah.
and the cassette, anybody could produce the cassette,
Yeah.
and they could sell for themselves.
What?
Yeah.
There was no YouTube those days, guys. YouTube have only come just the other day. In fact, I was the one that was fixing my mom's and dad's YouTube. You didn't even know how to operate YouTube.
Oh no. We didn't know those things. Those things are new to us.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
But now we are running.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. How else did you used to do sales, or how else was, other than taking you to the studio, how else did you get your music to be known to the public? Did you, like, for example, used to go and sing in the churches? Were you invited to public events, that kind of thing?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
We used to be called to very many events, like weddings, like churches. Churches used to call us, go sing to them, and very many other places. We used to go and sing during those days. That was, I think, in early 80s and late 70s. We used to sing a lot. I mean, we used to appear along in social gathering people.
Wow.
Yes, that is exactly what we did.
Yeah.
And we would use our own money, our own transport. We had to transport ourselves. When someone invite us, we would go there, sing to the people, and then use our own means to go back. The difference between that time and today is that I understand people get invited in churches, occasions, and they are paid some money. Those days we were not paid anything.
Wow.
But God continued to bless us.
Wow.
And we are blessed even up to now.
Wow.
We feel so blessed. Thank
Wow.
you.
That is service. That is actually really what is called service. So you go and serve without expecting anything. You give from your own pocket. You don't expect to be given back because you're serving God. But in return, God Himself is the one that is to bless you. And I know you're very blessed, very, very blessed.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we
our
are
testament.
very blessed because we came from a very humble background.
Very true.
Very humble background.
Yes.
And we are so blessed. We can't say that we are not blessed.
Yeah.
We are, and we are very happy. If God choose to bless you, He will bless you. Nobody will stop your blessing.
That is very true. We have come from a very humble background, and what Mom and Dad here are saying is absolutely true. I am a testament to what they are saying because I know where we have come from, where we are, and we are going even further.
True.
Because God is God.
Yes.
Oh, thank you so much. Wow, that is very, very, very interesting, guys. And I believe you have also been inspired in one way or another. If you're an upcoming artist, you have music mentors here, people that have come a long way. This guitar has brought me up. I came here, you have seen me playing it. I was playing it the other day. Because I was so excited to come and find the guitar in Dad's house. He's still playing as he used to play those many, many, many years ago. And you know, there is benefit in serving God, and that is what I have taken from this interview, that if you remain in God, there's going to be a lot of benefit. You remain young, you remain strong, and you keep getting blessed and blessed and blessed all the time. So guys, again, before I end this video, please do not forget to subscribe to Peter and Rachel Courier's YouTube channel, or they call themselves the Couriers. I'm going to leave it down in the description link down here below. Go subscribe to their YouTube channel, watch their music, share wide and far, so that those music can reach to many, many, many people, and they can be a blessing to you and your family. So we are going to wrap this interview here, Mom and Dad. And as always, what are we going to tell our people?
Baraka.